So we're gonna talk about this video right here. My first video cut out because I had a phone call coming in, but we're gonna talk about this video. So I received a call about a stolen bike, and before I could actually get someone to go over there and work the stolen bike, he called back saying he found his bike. I said, well, don't go in there. I'll be right over there, because you don't want someone to go on someone else's property, to try to take back their property just in case something happens. So I end up going over there, and I knock on the door and no one answers. So I tell him, I said, go ahead and take the bike and then I'll deal with it later. So I go back around 30 minutes later and I said, I need to know who stole the bike that was there. And she was like, well, it was my friend's son. And I was like, what friend do you have a contact information for? So I end up talking to her, and she comes from about 30 minutes away, and she actually brings her son back up. And I said, I need to know, who stole the bike. And then she stated, well, he said, well, ma'am, can I talk to you by myself? I said, no, but you can, you can't talk to me by yourself because you're a juvenile. So his sister ends up staying in the office with him and me. And he ends up saying, well, yes, ma'am, I did steal the bike. It was sitting beside the road. My friends were riding bikes and I was walking and running. So I did steal the bike. And I was like, well, I can appreciate your honesty, because behind every action, there's a consequence. And I was like, you should have asked and you shouldn't have stole the bike. So again, I had asked that guy what he wanted to do, and he said he does want to press charges. I really wanted to just give him a stern talking to and a life lesson, but I have a job to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the job that I have to do because I signed up to do this job, right? So I end up talking to the kid's mom, and I said he was honest, and he said, I said, does he have a bike? And she said at the time, yes at first. And then I said, are you sure he has a bike? Because I would like to go buy him a bike from Walmart right now. So we end up going to Walmart, and he ended up picking this bike right here that's in the picture. He could have picked any bike he wanted, but he ended up picking a reasonable bike, a bike that he loved, and a bike that he had, that he wanted. And the smile on his face was everything. Now, I'm not around to sit here and say that you reward people, but in this job, we can make a difference. We can make a difference in how we deal with people. And, I told him, I said, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then I want you to return this bike to me. I want you to return it to me because you're not keeping that promise of keeping your grades up and being a good person. So, like I said, he ended up picking his bike, and just the smile on his face was priceless. So I just want to say that I know that we have a job to do, that I have a job to do. But what I do want is for people to just spread kindness, to just be kind, to make a difference. Because I'm sure that I made a difference in his life. And I'm not putting this on here to, get praise or anything. What I'm saying is it's free to be kind. Like, in this job and anything you're doing, just make a difference. I know that I have a job to do, which I did it by pressing the charges, but I also can make a difference in his life, because now this kid has the coolest bike out of all his friends. He has his own. It's something that no one can take from him. But I mean, we did talk about his actions, and like I said, he got his consequence. But for me, this just seemed like the right thing to do, because you're being the person that you needed when you were younger. I'm being a person that I needed when I was younger. I'm making a difference in my own way. So I challenge you to be kind and make a difference. It's free. You don't have to buy anything. It's free. And I bought this with my own money, not the department budget, not anything, my own money. So I challenge you to be kind and be free. With everything that's going on in the world, it's free. Just be kind. Change the narrative. Make a difference.